How to soothe children's fears. Come on, let's sit down together and talk about a super familiar topic that not everyone knows how to handle. Children's fears. If you have a little one who screams every time they see a vacuum cleaner, cries out in the dark, or clings to you without letting go, don't worry, you're not alone. This is completely normal, and we will explore ways to help your child overcome these fears together. Fear, a companion of childhood. Do you remember being afraid of the dark, thunderstorms, or even a certain doll when you were little? Don't be quick to think your child is weak. Fear is an essential part of growing up. What matters is that we, as parents, understand and help them overcome these fears in the most gentle and natural way. Let's take a look at the common fears children experience at different ages. Infant fears, the fear of being left alone. For newborns, the scariest thing is being abandoned. They don't yet worry about monsters under the bed or giant spiders. Their biggest concern is when their parents disappear from sight. Think about it. Their entire world revolves around their parents. Losing sight of you makes them feel incredibly insecure. Signs that your baby is afraid may include screaming when put down, panicking at loud noises, or crying when seeing strangers. Especially around 6 to 8 months old, separation anxiety peaks. The moment you leave, they may cling to you like glue and cry loudly to keep you from going. So, what should parents do? Try these approaches. Don't sneak away. Your baby may not understand everything yet, but they're smart enough to notice if you suddenly disappear. Hug them, comfort them, and tell them you'll be back soon. Play peek-a-boo. This classic game is not only fun but also helps your baby understand that when you disappear for a moment, you'll come back. Create routines. Babies feel safer when they know what to expect. For example, every time you leave, establish a familiar signal, like a forehead kiss or a wave goodbye. Be firm when saying goodbye. Don't linger or keep coming back when they cry. This can make them more anxious. Toddler fears. When the world gets bigger. As your child grows, around age 2, you'll notice their list of fears getting longer. From being afraid of grass, dogs, the dark, or vacuum cleaners to panicking over a tiny crack on a plate. These things may seem strange to us, but to them, the world is still a vast, unfamiliar place. Why do toddlers develop these fears? Simply put, they're beginning to explore everything and becoming more aware of potential dangers. Their imagination is also developing. So suddenly, darkness is no longer just an empty space. It might be where monsters hide. How to help your child overcome fear. Now comes the important part. If your child is experiencing fear, don't dismiss it or tease them. Instead, try these methods to help them feel more secure. Ask questions to understand the cause. If your child is afraid of car rides at night, they may worry about getting lost or not seeing you. Try to identify the specific concern to address it properly. Acknowledge their feelings. Instead of saying, "There's nothing to be afraid of," try, "I know you're feeling scared." This helps them feel understood and safer. Don't avoid fears, conquer them. If your child is afraid of touching grass, instead of picking them up immediately, let them sit on a mat placed on the grass and gradually get used to it. Role play. If they're nervous about visiting the doctor, play doctor and patient at home to familiarize them with the process. Praise their bravery. No need for big rewards. Sometimes a simple hug or saying, "You're so brave," is enough to boost their confidence. Explain how things work. If your child fears hand dryers, show them that it only blows air and isn't harmful. When to seek professional help. Most childhood fears fade over time. But if you notice the following signs, your child may need additional support. They experience physical symptoms like stomachaches or headaches when scared. Their fear interferes with daily life, such as refusing to leave the house due to fear of dogs. They struggle to sleep due to frequent nightmares. Their fear worsens over time instead of improving. They can't calm themselves down or constantly talk about their fear. If these signs appear, consider consulting a doctor or child psychologist for guidance. Final thoughts. Be your child's companion. Remember, your child's fears aren't something to be overly concerned about. What truly matters is our understanding, patience, and support in helping them overcome each stage. Whether it's a small fear like the dark or a big one like visiting the doctor. With parental encouragement, children will gradually become braver. So next time your child screams at the sight of a tiny insect, stay calm, give them a reassuring hug, and say, "I know you're scared, but I'll help you get through this."